Hey, I think this is the third video I have made from my car, but the car is one of the only places where I'm alone without like kids or yoga students. So another car vlog it is. I just wanted to give a little update about what's going on. So we are getting ready to move out of our house. So we own a house and we're getting ready to sell, which is a really big deal for us, and it's surprisingly so much work. Like, we just had it staged and had to remove like all remnants of us from the house, and we're still living in it, so now we're trying to be super tidy until someone wants to buy it. And I was just thinking, we bought the house 6 years ago, so I was almost 1 year sober, and now we're getting ready to buy another house, and we'll probably buy another house when I'm about 1 year into eating disorder full recovery. And I was thinking about that and how when I'm in my disorders, whether it's drinking, and when I was drinking I was also in the eating disorder, or in my eating disorder, like, buying a house is the last thing on my mind. I just want everything, all the days, to just like kind of be normal so that I can just like engage in my addictive behavior without any kind of problem. And I don't need any kind of change to happen. I just want like the same day every day, and for nothing to really change, and for me just to sneak around and do what I do. And it's so interesting to me how when I've been a year sober and now a year into eating disorder recovery, almost a year, 9 months, so I've given myself a few months there, but when I stop those behaviors, then that part of my brain comes back where I like actually have interest, and I have more space in my brain to think and to make plans about the future. And I save money. I saved so much money when I stopped drinking, and again, I'm saving a lot of money when I'm not engaging in my eating disorder. And so it's really exciting to me and kind of interesting that how much change and growth happens when I stop my addictive behaviors. And it's not just like my body or my mind, but like outside of myself too, like the ability to save money and have the plans and like energy to go out and buy a new house is a really big deal. So that is new. I also brushed out my dreadlocks, so now I just have regular hair. And I liked it because I feel like I'm going through such a change right now, and it was kind of nice to like, hair is so symbolic and holds so much energy. It was really nice to brush it out and to think like, I'm done with the eating disorder, I'm brushing it out, and to have that release. I also want my little girl to be able to brush my hair. I did forget how boring like a skull is. Like, with dreads there was just so much more to this like top area of my head, and now I just feel like it's like a little cone, but whatever, I'll get used to it. Something else that I've done is, in our move, we've taken down the full-length mirror, and I've covered up the full-length mirror before with a piece of cloth, but I've never really taken it all the way down, and my excuse was always that I wanted my kids to be able to have it, because they like go and make faces in it and like try on hats and scarves and glasses and go look in the mirror. But I think deep down, like, I wanted to have a place where I could continue to keep an eye on my body and make sure it wasn't getting too out of control. And I was realizing that like, I gave up weighing myself 9 months ago, which was also something I did really compulsively around the eating disorder. And I was realizing that the way I look into the full-length mirror is the same way I look at this scale, with like this, like, with this hope that it's a good low number and this dread that it's not. And that's how I look in the mirror too, especially full-length mirrors. Like, this hope that my body will look the way I want it to be, but also this fear that it's not going to look the way I want it to be. And so we haven't had the full-length mirror up for a few days now, and it's been like an incredible weight off of my shoulders, and I forget that it's not there. So I like put my clothes on, then I go to check the mirror, and then I'm like, oh yeah, the mirror's gone. And then instead of being like, oh my gosh, what do I look like, is my body okay, I'm just like, moving on with my day. And yeah, it's been a lot of pressure off of my body, which is nice. And we've also just been so busy that I've just been eating in between being busy, so I haven't had time to like sit down and like get weird about my food. And I don't get weird about my food like I used to, but I still like, when I eat, I like my time to be dedicated to eating and to like make the time to enjoy it. And so now it's just been like we have to go to the storage unit. Let's just pick up food from the fast food place. Let's eat in the car as we drive. And so that's been another recovery win. So this is kind of all over the place, but I want to be making more frequent updates. So that's what's been going on. Getting ready to sell our house. Next up will be brushed out my dreads, got rid of the full length mirror, eating on the go and without as many like food controlling stuff going on. Okay, yeah, if you have any questions or want to hear anything, let me know. I can't believe it's almost been 9 months without engaging in the eating disorder. It's crazy. I made a pizza. I'm gonna just continue to ramble because why not? I made a pizza the other day, and I was thinking when I was making the pizza that I used to like binge on like multiple pizzas, like 3, and I would just binge and throw up, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I can just like make a pizza and have a few slices. That night we also made cookies, and it was like I had some of the cookie dough and I made a cookie and I had a cookie, but before it would have been like I can't make cookie dough at all because I would eat it. So I'm not even going to bring it into my house, or I'd bring it into my house like with the plan to binge. So it's so interesting to kind of like float above me and just to watch how dramatically different my life is. So, yep, that's my update. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to go teach some yoga. Bye.